the Xbox Kinect, cheap 3D effects, Toys to Life games like Skylanders, and through it all, we've seen countless attempts of virtual reality gaming. The world of VR sounds too good to be true, but companies have finally broken through and delivered some pretty great games. Now let us travel back in time to explore the world of VR, how a common toy helped the process, and see how our grandparents were using VR decades before we were even born. In movies like Lawnmower Man and Ready Player One, pop culture has been infused with ideas of VR. But what has actually become a reality? Well, to find out, we have to travel all the way back to the 1960s with the Sensorama. Considered to be one of the first virtual reality machines, the giant booth didn't actually feature any gaming, but was a visual VR experience. A user would sit in a seat, place their head into a giant screen, and then select one of 5 short movies. The most popular was a motorcycle ride in New York City, which featured motion movements, wind blowing, and smells of bus exhaust and fresh mozzarella pizza. You know how many VR headsets would sell today if they could disperse the smells of a freshly baked New York City slice? Despite all the technological advances, the Sensorama couldn't get enough funding to really take off and quietly disappeared. For many kids, the first VR experience they had actually came through a popular toy, the ViewMaster. The reels featured a 3D-like viewing experience and a headset design, which would become the norm for so many virtual reality viewers. The world of virtual reality pretty much took a back seat as a focus on traditional video games grew in the 70s and 80s. Home-based gaming grew, arcades became extremely popular, and gaming companies were looking for ways to provide players with new and exciting ways to play. Sega was the first company to take a big leap into VR with their announcement of the Sega VR in 1991. The success of the Sega Master Drive and Genesis helped boost the company's portfolio and led to more development opportunities. Unfortunately, the Sega VR never got a mainstream release. Showcased year after year, Sega never got the VR system off the ground, running into technological problems and not delivering on the experience they promised. The only way to use the Sega VR was through select machines found at